Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome. You are at Barbara's Stamp Pad on a sunny, hot Sunday afternoon from San Antonio, Texas. I want to thank you for joining me, whether you are going to watch me live or if you're going to watch me on YouTube. So welcome. We got a lot to do today, so let's get started. I want to welcome you. My name is Barbara Ragsdale, and I'm an independent creator that lives in San Antonio, Texas, and I go live on Sunday afternoons to bring you some crafty inspiration, whether it's cards, projects, home decor items. I've started doing folio albums, gifts, gift giving, gift packaging, you name it. You never know what you're going to get on a Sunday afternoon with me. So a couple of things. Let me see who has joined us. Well, hello, Debbie G from Always Stampin', all the way from New Zealand. Wow. And Donna Hall found me. Yay, Donna. Welcome, ladies. And then whoever comes in, I will try to watch the comments. I know I have a couple of mods that might jump in between Beverly and Shannon. We'll see who pops in. But if you have any questions, hopefully they're able to answer. If not, once I take a peek at some comments, I'll try to watch them as well. I do want to let you know, first and foremost, other than thank you for sharing, Donna. Today is the last day. Pop this up here. Today's the last day for this Americana themed folio project. The link to register is in the event description, so make sure you check that out. Like I said, it does end today. It is $51 plus shipping, and there's porch pickup. There's a porch pickup option available if you live in the San Antonio, Texas area. And I've showed this several times over the past 3 weeks or so. But this is the folio album that you get. You get the supplies, include everything you need in order to put this together, including a video link of when I assembled this one so that you know what steps need to go. You do get the album. I'm just going to flip through this. You do get the album. You get the paper collection. There's stickers that are also part of the paper collection. There's a little pocket in there, and then that just slides back behind there to hold those contents in. And then you've got some tags that are already done for you as far as the cutting part, so you don't have to worry about those. And then you have another flip out here. All kinds of flips out, very interactive. You've got a waterfall here. Plenty of spots for pictures for upcoming 4th of July. You've got another tag over here with a side pocket. Then you've got a larger one right in here. You'll get any eyelets that you need, any other accessories like ribbon or twine. You'll get the magnets. There's another accordion. There's an accordion folder over here. Now, I will tell you, you do have to assemble the album, but PhotoPlay, this is the PhotoPlay's Folio 2 album, I believe. They make it super simple to assemble your album. But there it is, all the way around the back. But today is the end of registration. So if you're interested in getting this album, click that link. And even if you don't want to do an album, but maybe you have another project, whether it's cards or scrapbooks or some kind of other project, you can get this paper collection on my online store. So go check that out as well. There's other paper collections out there as well. So if you're interested, including what we're going to be doing today, which is the Sunflower Summer collection. And I will show you guys later where to go and get that when I share my screen. But yes, today we're going to be doing the July 24 class kit to go featuring the Sunflower Summer Paper Collection by Carta Bella. And I hope you all like the cards. I think they are so cute, and I'm just I only did 4 cards, but there's so many other cards that I want to be able to do with this paper. Now, this is just this was the insert. And then there also is a coordinating solids pack out there available to purchase. And then there's also, I threw in some 6x6 paper pads. So it's like a smaller version of the larger one, and it's a lot less expensive. This one's not open, but it does have all of the, let me see if I can open it this way. Nope. I'm probably going to need my scissors. Let's see. Let's open this up. See how small these are. I've had other paper pads, but I haven't opened this one. All right, let's see. Let's flip through this. So yeah, you see, you get all the same papers that are in the larger pack. They're just larger images in the large one, even those pre-printed little ones. So if you do some album scrapbooking, you've got those. And then the very back should be, let me make sure. I want to say something. Now, this one does not include stickers. So this one is strictly paper. Okay. But there also is a coordinating 12x12 solids pack where you can get the coordinating paper to go with that. Now, I will tell you, in my kit, I was able to pull some of my close to my heart colors. So I used like a yellow. I think I used a yellow. Yeah, that's the yellow is the only one I used because I didn't want to use up all of the cardstock that came in the solids pack. I wanted to reserve this for larger pieces. So I was able to pull that off. Yeah, I was able to pull that off. And then there's also recipe cards out there that coordinate with the sunflower summer. I'm gonna get that right. So if you like recipe cards or you like to share, those are out there as well. And I'll show you guys soon where those are all at. Hello, Paula, and hello, Shannon. Yay, ladies. Okay, so what are we doing? Let me show you this paper, guys. So this is the stickers that come with it. So this is part of what you get in the paper collection. Lots of stickers. So if you do scrapbooking, you are set with some stickers. And then this is the solids. You get all these colors. I've already flipped them around. So you get 6 sheets. What'll be in that packet is 6 sheets. And these are the colors that coordinate with the paper collection. The flip side is going to be the same because it's double-sided, but I will show you. Let me see. I don't know if you can see. There's a little bit of texture to that paper. This paper has some texture to it. It's very subtle, so it's not completely smooth, and I love it. I love it. I love the thickness of it. It's very thick. So that's the cardstock that we're going to be using today. And then look at these papers. Look at these papers. I'm just gonna go through here and flip these. Some of these are already cut. Those are little bees. Some of these are already cut because I've used them when I was cutting for the cards. And then you got the flip side. Oh, look at those sunflowers. I'm loving all these. I'm loving all of these colors. These are the ones that I've been. You can tell these are the ones I'm using. I think when I get too close to that, I think that's when those lines come up. I love that green gingham. And then we've got these sunflowers, different color sunflowers. And then you got these pre-printed pieces here. Several of these pieces. Oh, look at the chickens. I love the chickens. And then you got this gorgeous kind of wavy design with that red. And this one is my favorite, but I could not come up with a design to do this. So I got to think, I'm going to do some more cards, and I have an idea with these. And I think if you see what I see, you might have a good idea of what I have up my sleeve. And that one just has some sunshiny sunflowers on the back. I love this little basket with little sunflowers. I got to show y'all the stamp set too. It's super cute. And then you've got just this one. And then look how vibrant these colors are. Super cute. And the back is just something very simple. It's kind of like reminds you of like the coast, or like a coastal color. And then you have these images. Super cute. These would be nice accent pieces. And then the back of that has some pre-printed cards. And then you've got this one with flowers, kind of pinkish, and the back has some pre-printed 3x4 cards. So if you do your pocket scrapbooking, you are set with this particular paper collection. And let me flip that over. That's just I'm not sure what design that is, but you can see. And then you've got these gorgeous pre-printed cards and borders of different sizes. And then don't forget, on every one of these sheets, whether it's the Carta Bella or Echo Park, you do have a little bit of a strip down here that has a design. And those are totally usable as well. It's only on one side because the flip side has the product information. But don't forget, on your paper collections, you might have the strip on the bottom that you can use as part of your scraps. The stamp set that we're going to be using is the Coordinating Sunflower Summer Stamp Set. You can see there's a lot of cute little sentiments on here. And I'm using thanks, happy birthday, just thinking of you and for you. But as you can see, there's some other images and then other sentiments as well. That one is really, that one says, you are the sunshine of my life forever and always. And this one does say gather at home together. There's a little bee, there's some flowers, there's a bigger flower. You are so very nice. And this one says begin with kindness. So that's the coordinating one. And then we're also going to be using, I've already done the die cutting, but there's a set of designer dies, which is just the sunflower. It's 4 pieces. It's the sunflower piece and then the middle part. There's 2 dies for that as well. So, but I've already done all the die cutting for today. And then I've also used some other products that I'll show you kind of as we go along. So I want to welcome you, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So if you are here for the demonstration, let me bring that down a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. And this is card number 1. Super cute. I love this little pocket die. Now this pocket die does come from Tailored Expressions. It's a 2-piece. There's a little smaller piece that goes with the pocket. But I just used the larger piece. And as you can tell, it's got a little bit of stitch to it. And then I used the dies. Now, some of the greenery, because the dies that I bought is just the sunflower, the greenery actually comes from, I will show you guys. It comes from Tailored Expressions as well. And this one's also going, this one is on the blog. So if you go to my blog link that has today's class kit to go, you'll see all of everything that I've used. Okay. But this is Tailored Expressions. This is the garden variety. They have 2 of them, but this is the one I chose to use. The other one that looks very, very close to it is garden variety 2, but I didn't use that one. Okay. I just used the regular garden variety. Now I will preface this with these dies. I wasn't expecting this, but as you can tell, they're connected. So you're going to have a pair of like little metal snips in order to snip those little bitty pieces off. Quite honestly, I don't like it when the dies come that way, but I just bought them anyway. And I didn't expect them to be that way because the picture doesn't show them connected like that. And it doesn't show that online either. So it's kind of a surprise that you can see right here, even garden variety, they're all connected. So you have to separate them, but you will need a pair of some metal paper snips in order to snip those little pieces off. Otherwise you could scratch yourself, poke yourself. Like I said, I don't like it, but it was still worth it to me. I mean, it just took a little work to snip those little metal pieces off. All right. Now I do have some other things I wanted to show you, but with this card, that is what we're going to be doing. And let's get started. Let me pull my little pieces here. There we go. And I did use different greens. I have a lot of scraps for just different greens. So I just used those because we are in 2024. We are going to be focusing on using scraps. And I will show you a trick for this card. The piece of brown cardstock that came in the coordinating solids, I knew it was going to get covered up by the pattern paper that I chose to use. Now, also, if you get your kit and you want to use the flip side, it's the green gingham. So I think either or would work, but I chose to use the little one that has the smaller sunflowers on the background. I don't know. I just thought that one kind of stood out a little more. But as you can see, that the middle piece of that brown is getting covered up. So if you ever have a card that you're making that is like this, and you need to die cut something out, if you want to use scraps, you can use scraps, or I just put my die in the middle of that and got what I needed from this piece. So it's getting covered up. I'm not worried about it. And that's it. So that's a nice little tip on how you can get that going. And we're just going to put that right in the center of this brown, cover up that big hole. Okay, and then we're going to take this mat and we're going to mat that to the front of our card. So get some glue down there. I am loving my sweet petunia glue press, you guys. I really am. And let's get that right there in the center. Look at that. We're halfway there. Now, this, I'm going to take some foam here, and I'm just going to put 2 of them down because these are large. These are the regular size foam squares that you can also get from Tailored Expressions as well. And we're just going to put this slightly, we're going to put it in the middle, but slightly down near the bottom. Okay. Okay. Now let's assemble our little dies for our sunflower. I'm going to take this little black piece. I decided to use black just because it'll show up a little bit easier. And then the die cut for the top. And just kind of push those together. That glue will dry clear, which is nice. Now, on the 2 pieces of dies, you have a choice of what color you want to put. If you want the darker color to be on the back, which that's what I did, or the lighter color, whichever you want, you just put a little glue in the center there. I am offsetting these so that you can kind of see all of the little edges to the flower. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here on the front so that I can set this right in the middle. Just giving it a little pressure. And then we're going to put a foam square on the back. And I'm going to go ahead and attach with glue dots all my little pieces that I decided to use. I chose 3 different. That one's kind of looks like it's about to come apart. Let me see. I have an extra one. An extra one right here. And I think there's 2 of them in here because I die cut 2 at a time when I was die cutting. Yep, 2 at a time. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's put these on. And I'm going to attach the larger one first, and then I'm going to put the smaller ones, if I can grab it. I'm going to put these on first so I can figure out where they need to go. And then we're going to do this one right next to that one. Y'all, today is the last day of June. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow's already going to be the 1st of July. Now this long one, I actually cut this one in half so I could get 2 pieces out of it. So I'm kind of just extending the use of that piece. And one of them is going to go facing that way. And this other one, we're going to point going down. Kind of like that. Kind of back behind that one. And then let me snip this piece off. And then take this backing off. And then we're going to go ahead and put this down. right here at the top. I'm going to take a couple of glue dots and a few of these pieces, like this one right here. I'm going to put a glue dot back behind there so that it helps hold that down. And then I'm going to do the same thing up here, just so it doesn't catch on something either in the mail or, and I'm going to put one back behind here. There we go. And then we have our piece, little piece right here. And the inks that I'm using is, this one is espresso, close to my heart's espresso. And we are going to stamp happy birthday right in the middle. So let's get that right in the middle. Perfect. Well, almost perfect. Uh-oh. It's a little off, but that's okay. You can still see it. I'll go in with a little pin and fix that later. But I'm gonna banner cut both the edges here. Go far enough. Go far enough. We'll do the other side. Go about halfway up, and then corner to where it meets, and then corner to where it meets. There we go. I didn't want to have to use another die because I'm using a lot of dies on this project. We'll put it right in the middle. Right in the middle. Get that off. Put that right there. And then I'm just using up the sparkles that I have left from close to my heart. And we're going to put, where'd it go? Oh no, I don't know where it went. We're going to put one right here. Oh, maybe that was it. And then one right there. Now, I don't like that. So let me see if I can get a smaller one up underneath there on the corner so that it attaches to, there we go. That looks a lot better. Let me get one on the other side as well. Back over here. I'm just putting a foam square. There we go. I think that's it. Other than, yeah, make sure I did that. Oh, my bows. I am using Doodlebug twine, white twine here. And in your kit, you're going to get everything that you need. Literally, this is going to be a complete kit. So all of the paper is going to be cut for you. All the die cutting is going to be done for you. If you really like the dies and you want to get a set of your own, those supplies are on my blog. Stamping will be done for you. Where'd my glue dots go? Oh. Y'all, they were right in front of me. The stamping will be done for you, but if you want to own stamp for yourself, I have a couple of stamps on my online store, as well as a couple of sets of dies, and then the paper, of course. So you can go grab that. We're in the online store. And there we go. Now we're done. Woo. All right. That is card number 1. Love it. You can adjust these or trim them if you need to. But yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'll go back in and fill that in later. All right. Card number 2. I love it. I love the little watering can. I love it. All right, so let's get started on that one. Let me grab my pieces. Super cute. Everything's already ready here. Got my base. But yes, this is going to be a complete kit so that all you have to do is assemble. Now, with this paper, I noticed the very first time I used it, when I ran it through the embossing machine, it does cut into the center of the paper, which that's why you see a little bit of that white there. So for this one, what I wanted to do is I wanted to piggyback off of that. Okay. Now this embossing folder that I use, this one also is Tailored Expressions Garden Party, and it's like an outside border. I love it. I thought it gave a little bit extra to this card, so that's why I decided to use it, along with their postage stamp stacklets, and I'll show you those in a minute. And I love this color. I loved that plaidish paper, this lined paper. And then, of course, I absolutely love that little pail, which I got from them as well. So we're going to be using this. Now, when I said I was going to piggyback off of that, I'm using their teal sanding block, and I'm just going to rub over it. That gives it like an extra little distressed look about it. So I'm rubbing it over the embossed piece. Shannon was at my last retreat, and one of these were one of the pillow gifts that I gave kind of dressed up. So Shannon's got one of these. All right. So you can kind of see it took a little bit more of that color, that paper off, and really, really just kind of brought out that embossing. And then look at the other side, guys. Look at that other color we could have used. But I am trying to go with more, I'm trying to be more colorful and use colors that I wouldn't normally use just to kind of see. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So let's get this on the front. This is the first piece that's going to go down. I'll put that center and then just give it a good rub to get that glue on there. All right, and then we have our paper that we're using. The back was that, and I'm not too crazy about that design because I love this one, right? So let's get that on, and we're going to put that down with some foam squares. And I'm going to put one in the middle as well, just to help stabilize the middle. So let's move that over a little bit. There we go. So let's get this down and start building this card. I'm going to take a peek at comments while I'm doing this. Shannon says she loves card number 2. Let me move this back up a little bit. Same thing. I just threw it on there and it just landed wherever it landed. And then she loves the sanding tool. Yes, the sanding tool comes in super handy when you're doing a technique like that. Or it also, if you ever have paper that, like in your paper trimmer, if your paper trimmer blade is dull and you know how you cut through it and it has those fibers on the end, you can take your little sanding tool and whatever fibers are on the end, you can just go like that and it takes them off. So easy. And I think this was like $3. I believe it was $3. And it's very, very handy. And of course, it's teal. So as you can tell, I love the color teal. It represents the autoimmune disease that I have, which is scleroderma. So I love, love, love teal. And that's why you always see my fingernails painted kind of this tealish color, light teal color. All right, so let's build. Look at that. We've already started building the card front. Let's go ahead and put our pail down. And I'm going to show you the pail. It has a couple of other things on here that I use, but I'll show you the pail. This is the watering can little pail. It does come by itself. This was the pocket, and that was the other piece that came with the pocket. And you can see they came together, and I had to take them apart, but I haven't snipped off the edges there just yet. But those two pieces are the pocket pieces, and then this is the pail that comes individually that you can get. And this is how big it is. It is, just to give you an example, it is about 2 3/4 inches tall. And then from handle to the end of spout, it is 3.5 inches wide. So it's not very big, but it does make a huge impact on your card. Like, it's so cute. And I was even feeling bad. Like, you can see the detail in the cut. I was feeling bad about covering up the top there, but I still wanted to have flowers come out of the top, right? All right, so now I probably should have gone ahead and done this part since I've already did it for card number 1, but we're going to do it again super, super quick. We're going to put our little sunflower together. So let's do that. I'm going to do the same thing I did with card number 1. Okay, grab this. Gonna offset that. Go press that together. So if you buy the dies, if you like the sunflower and you buy the dies, then you'll know how to put all this together. Okay, and then I'm going to put a big one on the back, and then we're going to build up around that. And so I've got a couple of these pieces. So let's get some glue dots on those and build up the back. And it's so much easier to put them on when it's not down yet. Okay, and then I have another one because I want to use 2 of those same pieces. Grab my glue dot. Does anybody have plans for 4th of July? I know it's coming up. What are you doing to celebrate our country's independence? Tell me in the comments. What are you doing? Are you visiting family members? Are you hosting something at your home? Maybe. If you're going somewhere, please be safe. We don't do events. We don't go places or we're just not comfortable being out in the public like that. Too much stuff happens. I hate to be negative about it, but just too much stuff happens, So we just don't go. We'll watch it from TV. Have a good time. All right, and I got a couple of different ones here that I use. I decided to use this little one right here, and we're going to put one right here, and then we're going to put the other one on the other side. Just wanted something a little bit different on this one. Now, keep in mind, all of these die cuts will be done for you, so don't feel like you have to go and get the set of dies. But if you want to own the set yourself, I have a couple available for you. And that's it on that one. And then we're going to peel this back off and put it. Oh my goodness. We're going to put it right on our pail. Yay. And then just like the other piece, we want to put some glue dots back behind our pieces that are kind of sticking up so that they don't get pulled off accidentally. Okay, and I think I'll just do this one piece over here. I can get that glue dot off my finger. There you go. But you can also put one back behind here. In fact, let's just go ahead and do it. Because I'll end up forgetting, and then something will happen, and then that piece will end up catching on something, and there we go. All right, and then let's do our doodlebug twine, and I am doing double bows because I don't know. I think the double bows just really give like extra to the card. You could totally get away with a single bow. In your kit, you're going to have 2 pieces. So if you want to just do one and have an extra piece of twine available for maybe another card or scraps, you can do whatever you want. It is your kit. And then we're going to put a bow right here at the bottom. I can get that glue dot off my finger. Hold on, it's catching on something. What's it catching on? What is it catching on? The glue dot is there, but it's catching something. There we go. That's supposed to be going in that direction. I don't know why that one, what happened there? Oh my goodness, y'all. All right, let's do this again. I don't know what happened there. Oh, the babies are playing. All right. What a mess. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to start over. I don't know what happened there. Something got caught in a loop and just went kind of its own direction. So we will just start over, and I'm going to pay more attention to when I pull these through. There we go. Okay, I'm feeling a little better about this. All right, y'all. If y'all watched last night's video, the Our Baby Project 3, I told you I had a story. I will try to just tell it as I go along here. So y'all know my son moved out about a month ago. He moved to San Marcos, and we were totally against him taking his cat. It's not really his cat. Legally, it's still my cat, but I had adopted it for him. I'm going to stamp the sentiment, and I'm going to be stamping the sentiment in jade. And the sentiment says, just thinking of you. And let me find that one. Here it is. So I'm going to just do that as I chit chat. And then I'm going to cut it out. Okay. And then we'll attach it. So we were totally against him taking the cat because we felt like he wasn't responsible enough to live on his own, let alone take his cat with him. Right. Like, keep in mind, he never did anything for this cat. I say that loosely. I mean, I'm serious. He's never taken it to the vet. I've always been the one to take it to the vet, pay the bill, buy the food, the litter, the whole 9 yards. But reluctantly, I let him take the cat because he was going to be living with Mars, which Mars is his girlfriend's cat. And that was my only solace, is that, he had another cat to socialize with. But still, Mikey was going to be working a lot. And he also has some roommates, basically. And I just was not for it. Chris wasn't for it. Chris and I called it. We said, you watch, one of these days, we're going to get a phone call that somebody's found Beano. And sure enough, 2 days ago, I got a phone call from VCA VCA Associates. I think that's what they're called. It's basically his vet's office. A Good Samaritan called. And guess what, y'all? Somebody found Beano. Hello. Oh, my heart just dropped. My heart dropped because I knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. And sure enough, a month to the date, I got that phone call. And the VCA gave me the lady's name and number. And so I called her right away. Long story short, she went outside to go put her trash out, and he was sitting by the dumpster. Yes, I emphasize that because it was really upsetting to me. Y'all know I'm an animal lover. Oh, and I'm even talking and doing this wrong. Let me take this off. The dimensional it goes over here on this side, because this piece is going to sit on the pail, and this piece needs to be attached to this pattern paper. So, in the class instructions, when you're putting this piece on the side behind of you, that's where you want to put like a foam square dimensional so that you can pull that off. And then right here, we're going to put just regular adhesive so it attaches to the pail. So yeah, he was found by the dumpster at 7 o'clock in the morning. She went out to go put more trash out at about 1. Oh, I didn't peel the back off. Yes, I did. Okay. She went back out to go put some trash out at 1, and he was still there. So at that point is when she decided to call. She saw that he had a tag. Oops. She saw that he had a tag. He has 2 tags on it, basically. One tag has his name plus Chris's phone number, and the other one was his rabies tag. So she calls them. They call me. I said, I'm dropping everything I'm doing. I'm on my way. And so I left to San Marcos to go pick him up. And look, y'all, card number 3. I'm sorry, card number 2. Card number 2. Super cute. I know I'm all over the place with my conversation. I'll get back to it. But yes, we are done with card number 2. And then I'm going to trim. If those get in the way of your, if you're assembling this and then get in the way, just snip those off just a little bit. That way, if they fall down, it doesn't fall over the sentiment. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Let's see. Shannon says kids are coming over for cookout, going to Spring Branch on the 3rd for their fireworks. Yay! Well, have fun. All right, we're going to put card number 2 away, and then we're going to get started on card number 3. Where's card number 3? Oh, I had it covered up. There we go. We're going to use the sunflower paper with this one, but we're also going to use a larger postage stacklet. I don't know if you can see that. I decided to go with white, but in your kits, I don't know. I'm going to ask you guys, if you were getting this kit, do you see the postage die along the back? Would you want it to stay white, or should I have used like either a green or a yellow, or even like the espresso color, so that it stands out a little more? I don't know. I kind of still like it this way, but I don't know. Tell me what your preference would be, because I haven't cut the kits yet. I've just designed the cards, but I want to make sure. I don't know. I might leave it that way. I don't know. But this one's a landscape card. Okay, and then we are going to start with the, I didn't even show y'all. Let me show y'all. These are the postage stacklets. So you've got different sizes. There's 5 different sizes on this one. And that link also is on my blog as well. But we're using the large one on this one because I wanted to cover up the whole back of that. Shannon likes the white, maybe the yellow. I don't know. I might surprise y'all in the kits. I might cut a couple of colors and see which one kind of stands out. So you might get 2 in your kit, and I'll let y'all decide. There's 3 colors that I would have probably chosen to help coordinate with this card. All right, so let's get that down. Yay. And this one, I know I do need to cut down because it was an afterthought. This was originally supposed to cover the whole front, and then I decided to cut it down so that it mats in this one. And this one is, so it's going to be 3 1/4. Y'all remember this, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, which makes it, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 is what I need to. Oh my gosh, I need to cut it 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Oh my goodness, 3 1/4. Got a scrap by 4 1/2. Got another scrap. All right, it was an afterthought for me to cut that down, so. After I this card, I'm going to tell y'all, it took me almost 2 hours to design this card. Now, I wasn't like completely working on the card the whole time because I was watching Dateline episodes, and the story had me intrigued. So, but yeah, I would go to this and then I changed my mind on what I wanted to do, and then before you know it, it was 2 hours later, and I was like, oh my gosh, this one took me 2 hours to throw together. But that was after I changed my mind too on what I wanted to do as far as covering the whole front of the card with patterned paper or matting it. And so I just started matting, and then before you know it, this card had so many layers. I was like, oh, I think I might have overdid it on the layers, but I actually kind of like it. All right, so let's put this down. I do want to make sure it's going in the right direction, and I'm just kind of centering it. That way I can see that little stitch around the edge there. And then we've got, look at that. See that little piece right there? I'm going to take my little sanding block, and it just took it off. See, took it off. All right, let's go ahead and stamp my sentiment on there, and I'm stamping it in the espresso ink, and this one is simply just going to say thanks, and we're going to do that one down here in the bottom right. If you're getting this kit and you want to stamp it a little higher than that, you can definitely do that. And then now we're going to mat this piece onto this size of the postage stacklet. And I want that in the center so I can see that stitch on there as well. And then let's go ahead and get I'm gonna put 2 of them kind of right there. Okay. Now I had a couple of scraps that I cut off of this paper, so I wanted to use the scraps up. So I'm going to go ahead and take both of these. I'm going to banner cut the edge. I decided not to use any of the greenery dies. I wanted to use these scraps up instead. So what I did was, we're going to get these on the left over here. Let me get that on. Oh, it's too long. Let me move this. Let me move this. I want this on first. Give that just a little pressure. What happened? Oh, I was like, what happened to the small one I had on there? And it somehow was up here. All right. Anyway, I want to put these off to the side, and I want them to be kind of offset just a little bit. Okay, so let me get some glue. Probably should have waited to put a foam piece on there. So I want those 2 pieces to hang out the side just like that. And then now we can put this down. Okay, that way we can take these off and go ahead and put this on the front of our card. And then we're going to do put that kind of in the middle so you can see everything. We need to put our little sunflower together. Sunflower. I'm going to take a peek at some comments here in a moment. Oh, I didn't poke all those little things out, but that's okay. And then let's get, oops, what was that? Get a piece of paper. Put that there. And then we'll get a little glue on the back there. Attach it to our opposite piece. And then we're going to put there. Peel that off. And we want this to be over here. So see, I decided to use the greenery, the green piece for the banner instead of cutting more dies. Because y'all have to keep in mind, I have to cut all these dies for the kits, which I cut 2 at a time, so it's not bad. But when I'm designing, I also have to keep that in mind too, as far as like, that's a lot of die cutting. But I try to make it easy. I'm gonna try to make it easy for y'all when it comes to these kits, so that you don't have the dies or the stamps or anything like that. You can still pull off making these cards. All right, and then we're just going to put this bow sideways on this side. And then the last little step is I have my little sparkles here, and we're going to put them right here and fill up this little area. And we're going to put them in the corner just like that, instead of sprinkling them all over the front of the card like I normally do. And that is that's card number 3. Thanks. See, like I said, you can stamp that a little higher if you want to stamp that a little higher. You've got plenty of room over here. And even if you wanted to switch and stamp up here and put your little sparkles down here, either one after the other or in the corner, you can totally do that. Yeah, so there's card number 3. Thanks. All right. And our final card is, I wanted to keep it simple, even though there's still die cutting on here and embossing. I still wanted to keep it a little simple, and I wanted to use some of the other colors in the coordinating solids and the pattern paper. All right, so let me get all my pieces out for that. I end up stamping the cards after I'm done, so I don't waste any time. But this is my stamp. I'll show you. Let me do this one. You know what? I've been stamping it in black, so let me grab Let me grab the black so I can show you, because you can also order your personalized stamps from Tailored Expressions as well. You just got to go to their website and you can do a search and it says custom stamps. Let me make sure I'm stamping the back. And I'll show you how big this one is. This one's the one I got, just handmade by Barbara. But I saw a cat one, y'all. So I'm going to be ordering a cat one. It is super cute. I couldn't help myself. And this embossing folder is also from Tailored Expressions, and it's the herringbone embossing folder. So we're going to be putting that down first. This one should go a little quicker. Get some glue on there. I keep having to press a little harder, so I think my glue is finally maybe getting low. And then I have a huge bottle coming so I can refill this. All right, so let's put that in the center, and I'm gonna make sure that's center, because give that some pressure. And then we have this postage stacklet that we're using, and then I decided to use this paper that had all of the cute sunflowers on it in different colors. I hear somebody talking, but I'm the only one home, guys. Oh no, that is way too short. What happened? I put glue on it and I'm about to put it down, and that is like way too short. Did I pick the... Oh. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and use it. Let me just try to center it. I'll just do that. I'll just center it. I want to have to cut another piece. I think I might have pulled the scrap piece instead of the piece that's actually cut there. Who knows? Who knows what I did? All right. But don't tell nobody, okay? Now, these pieces right here. Oh, I should have trimmed those. Dang it. Let me trim them. These pieces right here are the pieces, the little strips that come at the bottom of the paper, your pattern paper. Forgot to trim off the little white pieces here. I need to get a smaller trimmer too. But back to the cat. Back to the cat. I went to San Marcos, went and picked it up. And it broke my heart. You know, the thought of this cat being outside all day long in the sun, sitting next to a trash dumpster. It was upsetting. So I cried the whole way home because he was in the back on my floorboard right behind me. I'm going to take these two pieces and I'm going to cut the edges to them so that they're not so, you know, and I'm going to cut them in different directions. So we'll do, oops. Okay, so that one went that way. I'm going to do them this way. There we go. I just trimmed the edges. Nothing fancy, just a simple little kind of side cut there. So the cat was on my floorboard right behind me the whole drive home, and I was talking to him and he was meowing at me, and I didn't want to put him in a carrier because he already freaks out going to the vet getting in a carrier, and I didn't want to stress him out anymore. So the lady put him in a passenger seat, and then he ended up where the carrier was. It was open. He jumped in the back seat and laid on the floorboard the whole drive home and, you know, talked to me. So I got him home. He went straight up to my son's old room, which I'm glad because that's, you know, where he was most of the time anyway. So he was in familiar territory. And I'm just going to put these on here kind of crisscross. So I put his own litter box up there, his own food, water, and kind of just close the door, let him decompress. You know, he's had a stressful day. I was already stressed at this point, but Chris and I had made it a point to not say anything to my son because we wanted to see how long it was going to take for him to tell us that he lost the cat, right? Well, yesterday afternoon, I finally got a phone call. He was asking if Bino was still microchipped. And I was like, yeah, why? You know, I played dumb. I'm going to stamp a sentiment here, and then I'm going to show y'all the dies I used for this one. You can't get these dies anymore because these are close to my hearts, but they'll be included for you, so don't feel like you have to go out and find them. But it's the decorative shapes. I've used these before. I've used the banners a lot, but it's the circles. There's two. Where'd it go? It's this one right here, and then there's the small circle, and there's also a little larger circle. I don't know where the die cuts are, but that's what it came off of. So I'll do all that for you. So yeah, finally he asked, and I'm like, yeah, why? Played dumb. And he said that he's been looking for him. And what I did is I sent him a picture of Beano sitting on my lap and said, call me. We had a conversation, and to make a really long story short, I said, Beano's not going anywhere. He is home. He is staying home. And that's the end of that story. So yeah, Beano's home. And last night was the first night I left the door open so that he could kind of come out on his own terms. And put one right here. So he's getting kind of refamiliar back with the house, you know, the smell, the other cats. I know Archie was missing him something awful. Okay, make another double bow here. But I've yet to see him snuggle yet with anybody else, which is okay. I figure he's going to need some time to reacclimate back to the house. So yeah, so it only took a month for him to lose the cat. Oh, that's where I went wrong the first time. When I'm pulling through, I'm grabbing an extra piece. Trying to just focus on the two that need to come through that loop. There we go. I love double bows. You can get away with double bows when it's twine or linen thread or something like that. So it's not so bulky on the card. And then let's put this down. I'm going to put our bow kind of sideways like that. And if it hangs off your card, we're just going to trim a little. I think that other side's fine. Take that one off my finger. The cats are having a great time up there. Or at least the kittens are. All right. So I'm not too crazy about the second one because you see how it's a little short, but I don't know. I'm going to leave it. But that is card number 4. We'll show that one. We'll show that one. All right. So let me move all of this out of the way. And bring this up just a little bit so you can see all of the cards. Let's do this. All of the cards. I want to know which one is your favorite. Let me bring them all out. We got card number 1. This is card number 1 that has the pocket. Let's see if I can get these all in the same little here. All right. So card number 1 is the happy birthday. Let me put that one up there since you can see birthday. Card number 2 is the pail. This one's card number 3. And this last one is card number 4. Tell me which one is your favorite. And let me pull some of this stuff out of the way so I can get to my keyboard. Let me know. Let's see. Let me take this off for now. Get back to my comments. See, here we go. So yeah, just tell me which one you like. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then let me grab the link here. Shannon says 3 and 2 are your favorites. Thank you. If I had to choose like my ultimate favorite, mine is number 2, the one with the pail. Little watering can. I don't know what it is. And I decided to go with black for the pail, but I think you could probably get away with like a real heavy gray, like a metal gray kind of color too, if you wanted to. So yeah, but I went with the black because I thought that black with all those other colors popped a lot more than a gray color would pop. Debbie says number 2. Ooh, yes, yes. Donna loves them all. Donna is equal opportunity when it comes to cards. Thank you, ladies. All right, so let's, because we are at 1 hour already. Let me see if there's anything else I need to show you already here. No, I just want to remind you on this one, registration ends for the Americana album for the summer. And then, oh, also, while I'm already here, beginning tomorrow, I wanted to announce this today. Here we go. So tomorrow, this starts a 50% off merch sale on my online store. It's going to be all month, the whole month of July. But I will tell you, the sooner you get to that site, the better chance you have of grabbing something that is not already sold out. So go check it out. If you're looking for retired, I have retired Stampin' Up! Merchandise on there. That's most of it that's on there. But I also have some close to my heart stuff on there if you are interested. And as you can see, there's going to be everything: stamps, bundles, dies, embossing folders, accessories, tools, storage, designer series paper, demonstrator only items, so basically logoed items, ink pads, blends, and cardstock. You can scan that QR code, and then also just if you just go to my blog, I need to update the link so it'll send you to the site, but you still can get there from my online store, and that's the link as well, the barbarastamppad.square.site. You want to visit that. The coupon code is not activated yet. It actually starts tonight at midnight. That's when it, because I set it for July 1st. So you can go out there and go check it out in the meantime and have like maybe a little wish list ready to go. But in most cases, there's only one of something. Some cases there might be multiples. But other than that, it is first come, first serve out there. So yeah. So starting tomorrow, I'll post this out on my sites as well, but I wanted to mention it first here. And then happy birthday. If you're a June birthday baby, my picture is going to be changing starting tomorrow. So it'll be a different little happy birthday, but happy birthday. All right, let's present my screen. Let's go to the drawing first. Oh, I should have showed y'all what I was going to be giving away. Let me log in because I know it's been a while since I... What are we giving away? I have hopefully you can see this. Hopefully you can see it and there's not a glare because I cannot see when I'm sharing my screen. We have a Lisa Horton Spring Bloom embossing folder. It is a 3D embossing folder, and it's a large one. It is a 5x7 embossing folder, so hopefully you can see that. It's still in the package, so if it's getting a glare, I'm sorry. I'll just move it. Hopefully you can see that, but you can see from the picture, it is a large 5x7 embossing folder, 3D by Lisa Horton. So we're going to be giving that away, and let me shuffle all of this. I combined June 23rd and June 29 videos. So if you liked, commented, shared, whether it was on Facebook or YouTube, your name's on here. So there are people on here that are on here multiple times for both videos. That's why you see a lot of names, and you might see a lot of multiple names. So thank you. Thank you for watching my videos. It is just liking, commenting, and sharing and watching is a free way to support what we do here, or what I do here. And of course, when I order and get freebies, just like this Lisa Horton embossing folder, I'm able to pass those on to you guys. So thank you so much. And let's give away this embossing folder. I'm going to take a sip. Need a drink. Who is it going to be? Got my pen ready. It's Beverly. And it was her YouTube share embossing folder. I'm just writing this down so I don't have to go back and look for it. Congratulations, Beverly. All right, where is, I think it's still showing. There we go. So when you're on my online store and you get to, this is actually what's going to bring you. I need to update that little message there. But what you're going to see is like featured classes, events, if there's any retreats or anything like that. I need to, I need to update this. Oh, I think I did. Maybe I didn't save it. But the June class kit to go, today is the last day to get it, and I only have 3 kits left. So if you're interested in getting the cowboy class kit to go, you can see those cards as I go through there. If you're interested in getting that class kit, everything is already stamped for you, cut, die cut, embossed, the whole 9 yards. Today is the last day to get it, but otherwise it'll still be available on here to purchase until they're sold out. Okay, so if you're interested in that, you can get it there. Also, paper collections. If you click paper collections, if you liked the cowboy paper and you want to get it for your own cards or projects, that paper is there along with the solids kit. So hopefully you see both of those if my little mouse is working correctly. So if you get the paper collection and you want coordinating cardstock, make sure to grab that. And then also the folio album, if you're interested in getting the paper yourself, the America the Beautiful collection kit is out there as well. And then also for July, the sunflower summer paper that you saw me demonstrate with these cards, that is there. The collection kit, the solids, the 6x6 paper pad, the recipe cards, and I think I have 2 sets each of the stamp set and the dies. There's 2 of each, so that's limited there. And if those sell out, I can give you the link to where to go get it. I only bought so many to put on my website. So, but that is that. And then, of course, retired merchandise starting tomorrow. There are categories. So if you're looking for something specific, you can search by category. Some of these pictures showed up kind of as single things, but they're supposed to be under a category. So I'm going to go try to work on fixing that, but that's like demonstrator stuff. But then you see adhesives, accessories, embellishments. Some of these I need to update the pictures because those are the ones I need to double check and make sure I still have everything. Stamp set bundles, embossing folders, envelope, card packaging, storage tools, and much, much more. Punches, cardstock, ink pads, everything. There's so much on there. Where's my StreamYard? There we go. Okay, so it wasn't given a glare, but yeah, there you go. So yeah. Yes, congratulations, Beverly. All right, I don't have anything else. I'm just making sure. No. Other than just make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. That way you know when I go live or I upload a video, and turn on your bell notifications. But other than that, thank you all for joining me this Sunday afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the cards, and we'll see you next Saturday for the 4th and final project of the Our Baby Scrapbooking series on my blog. You can go back to last night's video. If you're interested in but being in a drawing to purchase all 4 of the scrapbooking projects already completed, you just have to let me know in the comment section, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. Let me know if you're interested, and then there'll be a special drawing, and then I'll send an invoice. I think I said it was 20, was it 28? I think it was 28 plus shipping for all 4 of the projects. So if you need already made baby scrapbook pages ready made, express your interest, and then we'll put you in a drawing. And if you're the only person, then you're the only person. And if nobody wants them, they're just going to end up on my site under handmade items, along with other scrapbooking layouts that I have out there as well. So you'll want to go check out the scrapbooking layout. So if you need some scrapbook pages and you see any you like, they're on my online store as well under handmade items. But other than that, thank you all for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please have a safe, because 4th of July is what? In the middle of the week? Yeah, it's Thursday. Whatever you do, be safe. Be careful. Make sure to check on your elderly neighbors. It is still so hot in so many parts of the United States. And so check on your elderly neighbors. Put some extra water out in your yard for any critters that might come along. We have to think about them as well. They're suffering just as much as we are because they are outside. But I know they'll survive. But I don't know. I just have that much of a heart for for animals that I go out and I water down the bushes and trees and stuff because of the little chameleons and lizards and little bugs that live out there that, that might need water, to survive. Our little bees and squirrels. And we literally, y'all, have a fan out on our front porch for the neighborhood cats. I went to the dollar store and literally bought a fan. And at any given time, there's 3. I'll have to take a picture either when I walk out or I come back. But at any given time, there's 2 or 3 of the neighborhood cats on our front porch, right by our front door, taking advantage of the air circulating on our front porch. It is so hilarious, but it's also, for me, it also warms my heart to see that, they're getting a little bit of relief, from this hot weather. So, but anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for joining me, and we'll see y'all next Sunday. Bye, y'all.